Hello friends, you're on the White Horse Homestead channel. The sun is shining brightly. It's already getting late. I finally finished digging the pit here. As you remember, in previous videos we were working on the septic tank. I started digging it out. So in the end, what I'm doing right now could be called monkey work. But in the end I buried that septic tank. And I dug up a new one. Can you imagine? As you remember, there was a trench here. I've already filled it in. There's still part of the pit left, not filled in, but we'll deal with that later. A new trench has already been dug here. A new pit has been dug. It's this deep. The pit has already been dug more than 2 meters deep. Here, but I think it will be about 2.5 meters, approximately. Something like that. And the septic tank will be about 2 meters deep. I'll bring the sand. We'll need to run the pipe so that it comes out here. We'll reinforce this part. We're making the formwork. And then we pour the concrete. By the way, write in the comments what you think the thickness of the formwork should be, and what thickness the concrete should be here. Well, I think 15 centimeters should be enough. At the bottom we put crushed stone or whatever is available, maybe broken bricks. We'll see. Whatever is available, that's what we'll put in there. That was a lot of work for nothing. That's probably why I haven't released any videos for a while, because I had to dig this pit. Actually, it didn't take long. I dug it for about 3 days with breaks. Look, the soil is black like Chernozem. Here, for more than half a meter, there's black soil. It's just a pleasure to dig, although it's hard to throw it out from there. But digging is very easy. The shovel goes in perfectly. And apparently all the water will also be absorbed there perfectly. It will go away. That is, not through clay anymore, not soaking into clay but into normal soil. That's a big advantage. It was written. There were several comments saying that the septic tank was dug not on our own land, and that means we could get a fine because we dug it not on our own property. I want to say right away that I dug it on our own land. When we bought the plot it wasn't surveyed. We marked out the land the way it was convenient for us. And that's why, our land extends beyond the fence by more than 2 meters. I'm not sure, but it's over 2 meters. After reading the laws about septic tanks, I realized that building it a bit farther away, placing it entirely on my own land, as far from the fence as possible, would be much better. By law it should be about 2 or 4 meters from the fence. That means it should be about 2 to 4 meters from the edge of our plot. And since we're always filming and showing everything, I decided that everything should be done right. Everything should be clear, so that no one can ever find fault with us. So, let's talk less. And we'll work more. And you, in turn, write what you think is right. Did we make the right decision by doing it this way? And we don't have any neighbors. There are absolutely no neighbors here. Around us. But still. I want everything to be fair according to the law and right. And generally to use the bathroom without stress. That's how it is. That's a philosophical answer. Not only do you go to the bathroom, but you also think while you're there. Did I dig the septic tank correctly? It'll always be on your mind. Damn. Did I dig the septic tank in the right place? Will I get a fine? And every time you go to the bathroom, you'll think about it. And that's why, basically, all these reasons came together. And the decision was made to dig it in another place. Well, that's how it is. The hay will arrive. The farm is closed now. We need to put it closer to the farm now.
Yes, somewhere around here. And there are also boards lying here. Everything is just lying around.
Everything at once, something like that. I'm digging the septic pit now, and the hay just arrived. In general...
What else can I do, yeah?
Subtitles. Everything needs to be faster. Let's do it like this now. Electric fence.
Because the horses will come here. And the doctor is just so bold. This electric fence doesn't bother him at all. The horses are scared of it, but the doctor isn't. You probably don't have time to connect it to power now. Anyway, I've closed them in for now. I've locked them in. It's a perfect picture. A Soviet table and a fence. A Soviet chair today. A Soviet chair and a Soviet fence.
Yeah.
How can we manage without the director? The director has to check the hay. Director, will you check the hay? Keys.
Dear friends, I had a hard time connecting the pipes. They just don't want to go in here. I'm afraid I'll just tear the rubber. So I checked what people do in this situation. They use a soapy solution, and with the help of the soapy solution, well, they apply it so that it slides through the rubber. But still, there are big problems. Then I saw that people also use boiling water into hot water. They dip the joint with the rubber ring into hot water, just like that, for about 20 seconds. We take it out, and we try to do it quickly before it all cools down. Oh, here it goes. Now that's really something.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm still trying to fit it into the slot. He managed to put it in there. And then, this one. Basically, it needs to be evened out.
And we're waiting for the hay. The truck broke down on the way. Yeah. We're waiting.
I was trying to persuade. As they say, he was tough as flint. Someone's bringing him a belt. We're busy with other things for now.
The hay has finally arrived. The main thing is that she doesn't wreck the fence, but honestly it would be forgivable if she did. It's old anyway.
Alright. Yeah, right, the feed goes here, the feeds, I'll handle them later. We'll take care of them later.
You'll save them.
It seems to be stored at the bud stage.
There, right. We're going to unload and load it now somehow. This is insane. Alright, the rolls are light. It's fine here. The hay is fine. And this is last year's, just so you know. I mean, we always try, if in the fall there's a good supplier who sells good hay from last year, we always buy last year's hay in the fall. Because as long as there's grass, we keep mowing. And then, of course, we start buying this year's hay. That's it. Bales like these are always cheaper than usual. See, the fact that they're yellow on top just means they got burned by the sun. But inside, they're perfectly fine. Honestly, a person might not even be able to tell if this is last year's roll or not. Because it's perfectly fine. They sell hay like this from this year too. Tell me, why are you yelling, huh? What do you want? What are you asking for, huh? Ow! Do you want the broom or something? You all want a wedding, right? Everyone's gone crazy. You've all lost your minds. The groom isn't really a groom, but he's getting engaged, right? Why are you yelling? Why?
By Demon Whistle. To be continued, to be continued.
I'll start with these ones here because, well, they're at the very bottom, and so they have... On one side, each roll has some rot, like this one. We won't use it right now. Inside it's fine, but we'll give the rotten parts together. They're the first ones, and there will be rain. It's okay if it pours from above, they're standing fine. 2 like this. And the rest like this. There are 11 rolls here, right? 11 rolls in this room. Here it's 3 by 3.
It would be good to have 2 more useful ones here, of course.
We're pretty tired. I keep saying I don't want anything.
There, for now, that's how we've arranged it.
Yeah, well, we fit everything in nicely, that's it. Actually, I even said, let's not buy the plastic wrap. I kind of felt that the plastic wrap wasn't necessary. I thought we'd definitely bring this in here anyway. That's it. And we didn't do it on this side because we need it here. There will be stalls here soon.
The stalls need to be built right here. We need space to work at all.
So we can work. I bet there'll be stalls here soon. The first stall and the second. Yeah? Yes, these.
Finish all the earthworks now and move over here.
Alright, let's go.
Alright, well, dear friends, I'm filthy after the hay, after digging and so on. So we've moved all the hay, everything is great. We stacked it as you've seen yourself. I finished the pipe. That's it, I connected it too, just like that. Because I thought it would be very hard to connect it in the trench. Since I'm here, I had to squeeze and push it with both my hands and feet. Basically, it was a pain. In the end, I got it done. The pipe is ready. Now all that's left is to put it in the trench. I laid it down. 2 centimeters per meter. The pipe is going. Everything is great. You can bury it, that's all. I watered it yesterday. It was already getting dark yesterday. It's getting dark again now. We're expecting some rain this evening. That's why I wanted to finish dealing with the trench completely, so I wouldn't have to dig it up again later. Everything is even, 2 centimeters, right on the dot, maybe 2.5 per meter. So that's it. I'm glad. In general, I'm really glad that everything is turning out so well. Here. So is it ready? Did you bury it? It's like the pipe was never there. Here we have a USB. I also buried it so it would be even, so that later I can set up the formwork and the concrete will be poured right up to it. And I'll leave this USB here as well. Let it rot. It probably will never come out of here now, and so on. I covered all of this with corrugated roofing sheets. We had rain at night, as I already mentioned, and I needed to take care of everything quickly, so I covered everything up and buried it all. Now I can sleep peacefully. Goats roam here. Wild one, what's up, huh? What? Yeah. We worked really well today, right, Doki? We figured out everything we could. So, in the next video, we'll be making the formwork. We'll be pouring concrete into the septic tank. We'll probably also pour the foundation for that door, the one everyone is already tired of hearing about. Everyone wants me to deal with it faster and replace the logs. But we'll do all this gradually. Plus, I need to work on the barn and put in a new door, because the cold weather is coming. Right, Doki? Doki already wants to go into the shed. He wants to live in his own stall, so we need to put the horses in the stall so it stays warmer in there, so that the goats are warm and the horses are warm too. Everyone will be warm. So there's still plenty of work to do. There will be plenty of videos. Don't worry. Here. Well, I'll say goodbye to you on such a wonderful note. I wish you good health. Take care of yourself. Bye.